So, namaste. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name's Greg Prescott from N5D.com. And here's something interesting. I just got kicked off of Facebook. I've been throttled before on Facebook. For example, what they'll end up doing is they'll uh, give you a little pop up and they'll say something along the line of, you're posting too quickly. Because what I would do is I would share amongst various groups that I have. And I found that you can share probably 25 times to 25 groups. And that's it. That's your cutoff point. And then you have to wait like 2 or 3 hours and then you can share again to more groups. But today, all I did was I posted an article on my personal page and I shared it to 4 pages that I own, that are my pages. Body, Mind, Soul, Spirit. Greg Prescott. I have a personal page and a fan page. So Greg Prescott, N5D, Woo Woo Media, and Zentasia. So I posted that to five groups slash and or pages, as well as mine. And apparently they thought, well, you're going against community standards. Shouldn't be sharing this stuff. What's interesting is, let me do a screen share. Hang on a sec. But what's interesting is the article that I actually shared was from a video that I had made a couple days ago. Okay. So let me get the screen share here. So I just uploaded this to N5D, unrecognizable by the end of 2020. And it's a compilation of what Allison Coe and myself have said. And no sooner did I share that amongst my 5 groups that I got a notification telling me that, oh, well, they wanted to know, to verify that I am myself, which they could have done with a 2-factor verification thing, sent me a code on my phone, and so on. But they asked, this is weird. They asked me to upload a picture of myself to prove I am who I am, who I say I am. So I thought that was kind of bizarre. It would have been a lot easier for them just to text the code, whatever. Now, what's concerning about this is, as I've mentioned, in the past, they just throttled how much I was able to share. They never kicked me off. And once you get kicked off, there's nobody you can contact. You have no contacts whatsoever on getting back on. So you're kind of screwed. Now, and the reason I bring this up is there are 2 people that have written for N5D, and that's still right for N5D. Morag O'Brien and Matthew John. They've been kicked off Facebook for, at least a month or 2 now, haven't been let back on. So, well, if you're looking for any kind of heads up for any future videos, you might not be finding it on Facebook from me. We'll see if it does come back at all. And do me a favor. I'm looking in the chat room. Orwellian, yeah, definitely. But I'm looking in the chat room. Check to see if my personal Facebook page is up, and let me know. So it may still be up. I don't know. Check to see if the N5D page is up as well. But in the event that I am no longer on Facebook, well, that kind of sucks for, the 400,000 followers we have on our N5D page. I think I've got like 16,000 on my personal page as well, But you can find me still on Twitter, and Patreon. And for now, it's still on YouTube, apparently. So Desiree is saying, no, you are not on there. Yeah, so I've been rubbed. But then Mary's saying my personal page is still there. Oh boy. Okay, that makes sense. Desiree said the personal's not on there, but N5D is. Yeah, but I can't post to it. So I guess it's just an archive page at this point. And we'll see if I end up getting back on, but I have a feeling it's over on Facebook, which if that's what it is, that's what it is. You know, we'll continue moving on here as we have been throughout the month. And, you know, I was wondering too, you know, you look at the content that was posted. So I made that post unrecognizable by the end of 2020, Allison Cohen, Greg Prescott. So, you know, that's what they're going to kick me off for. That's what they don't want people to read or hear about. You know, you're on the right path when that kind of stuff happens. And then also, you know, today's interview that I had with Andy Monks, who's telling the truth. He's putting the truth out there, and I support it 100%. So maybe the word got back to Facebook like, oh, no. Can't let that happen. So Kevin's asking, what about Instagram? I am on Instagram. I just haven't figured it out. I'm an Instagram moron, but maybe I'll start figuring out, you know, how to work Instagram as well. But yeah, you will find me on Instagram. So this is what I get when I try to log into Facebook. It says, you can't use this feature right now or ever. We limit how often you can post. Oh, thank you. They're so concerned about us. So they limit how much we can post or comment or do things in a given amount of time to help protect the community from spam. You can try again later. It's like that stupid commercial I remember from the armed services. I'll do that tomorrow. That's echo that goes on forever. You can try again later. Um, Marie's asking for my Patreon link. I'll leave the post right now. There, it's in the chat room. So Sherry is saying that they did that to her for 24 hours. Now, when they did that to you for 24 hours, you were completely blocked from Facebook. And how long ago was that? Because like I said, I've got a couple writers that are unable to get on. And it's been at least a month or two. You know, finally they went for the big fish in the pond, the one that's sharing their articles, that continued sharing their articles because they write great material, Morag and Matthew John. Yeah, that's true, Maria. Someone else has N5D in Instagram, but I think I'm official N5D. I gotta check. Bear with me. I'm not sure. It shows you how much I use Instagram. But I do have Instagram. Oh, I might not be able to get on because it's associated with Facebook. But I am. Okay. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure out what my username is on Instagram. Like I said, I don't. Oh, it's official underscore in 5D. Let's see if I can get it on there. So as you can see, I don't use it very often. But it's interesting though, because Facebook is associated with Instagram, that I still have Instagram. They haven't kicked me off of that platform yet. Okay, Sherry was saying it was during the pipeline incidents with Standing Rock. Okay. So it was a while ago. Things may have changed. Things may be a little bit different right now. Yeah, Just is saying probably detected by an algorithm. That's what I'm thinking. It probably, there was something I copy and paste whatever I post on my personal Facebook page. I share it into those 5 groups that I mentioned earlier that are my groups or my pages. So it shouldn't matter how fast I post, copy and paste and post to my own groups. But I'm spamming myself, right? But it's very I appreciate them really, looking out for me and, making sure that I'm not spamming myself. Thank you, Facebook. Yeah, LifeLog, DARPA. That's the truth. Sonia's asking, can I post with the Facebook Pages app? I don't know. Is that different than just the Facebook app? Because I tried just plain old Facebook and that's what I got. So they did the same. Sonia's saying they did the same to Caroline Stevens. We got around it. How do you get around it? Yeah, Christine's saying I'm not pleased with the lack of freedom we have when using social media in general. Yeah, freedom is like walking a dog. Mark Zuckerberg walking a dog. You're the dog. The freedom is your leash. you know, and Zuckerberg's obviously Facebook, and that leash keeps getting shorter and shorter. I don't know, Leona, why they blocked me because of that. I think it was more about the speed of me posting to my own pages and groups, but that shouldn't matter anyway. It shouldn't matter how fast I post to my own pages, period. And it was only 5 groups / pages. So, of course, I know I've been watching Facebook for a long time, and I've shown you guys in previous videos how they've even cut back on the likes that I've had. I know for a fact that I've had like 3, 5, 10, 80,000 likes on certain articles that have gone viral, and I look now, and some have 0 on them. They've taken away like all the likes on my own personal website. So trying to make it look like, oh, these articles aren't popular at all, even though I know they've gone viral and they've been shared a gajillion times. So must be doing something right, right? Not sure what that means. You need some sleeping partners. Can't we get organized and post for you? I would love that. I mean, if people can, you know, just follow in 5D and share whatever, I post each day. I can't do that anymore. I've asked in the past, and you guys know me, I hate asking anyone for anything, you know, which is probably what led to my heart attack. one of the things that did, and I got to learn how to be able to ask people. So if you guys can, just follow N5D. If you haven't already, subscribe to the emails, which you're going to find in your spam folder, because that's what they do to me as well. It's crazy. Holger is saying that they blocked me totally too. Yeah. Well, like I said, yeah, and what that video that I posted, my last official post, showed me is that by the end of the year, it's all going to change anyway. It's possible that, by the end of the year, Zuckerberg's no longer running Facebook, and that, all these, whoever's on there will actually be able to post the way we used to be able to post, and people will see it. I noticed this began in about 2013, 2014. I brought on over 400,000 followers quickly between 2009 and 2014. 400,000 followers. Between 2014 and now, look on the N5D Facebook page. There's only like, I say only, but it's still a lot. I don't know. There's like 460,000. So in the last 6 years, we only brought on 60,000 people versus 400,000 in like 3 or 4 years. Once they realize what we're doing, where we're heading, and what we're putting out there, which is hope and faith, hope and a knowledge that, we know where we're going, and that we don't need to look to others for what's within ourselves. They don't like that message. They don't like the message of hope. They don't like the message of a brighter future, positivity, and that's what we do. We're light workers. That's what we do. And they don't like that. So yeah, Christina, they blocked me because I'm truth. They don't want the truth out there. It's like when I had Andy on there and I asked you guys to send him positive vibes and energy for protection. He's out there telling you the truth about health and how you can overcome a lot of things that big pharma doesn't want you to know about, you know? So um, do the same with me. I'm putting it out there right now. I know that they're not happy with me posting with what I post. I am not suicidal. Put it out there right now, just in case, some idiot comes by and tries to knock me off or whatever. But that, here it is on video. I am not suicidal. I love life. Got a beautiful daughter that I need to live for. And I survived too many things. I've overcame too many things, like a stage 3 cancer and the heart attack. I'm supposed to be here. So Luna saying, yeah, I agree. Universal law is that they must let truth be told, right? I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand either. But what I do know is that they're going down, the cabal. They're going down, and they know it. And they're panicking, and they're throwing everything at us, including the kitchen sink. So they're not going down peacefully. So yeah, Janine, like Sonia said, if anyone can share the articles on their Facebook pages from N5D, I'd appreciate that. I'll continue to share on Twitter, which I always do, and of course on Patreon as well. Kay the Creator, ironic, Facebook is advertising on TV and other platforms about joining Facebook groups, yet they are shutting down what is there. That's true. Did you see did you guys see that commercial that they have with Muppets on there advertising this camera, basically, that it's called Portal, Facebook Portal, and you can move around and the camera will follow you. I wonder how often it follows you. For example, if your TV is shut off, is it still following you and picking up your voice and your conversation like Alexa? Want to bet it does? I agree, Green Earth. It is a compliment getting kicked off. And who knows, maybe I'll get back on, but it's never happened like this before. Like I said before, they've just said, well, you can't post for, you know, 3 hours or a couple hours or whatever. But I still had access to Facebook. Once you're kicked off, in the way that I've been kicked off, you have nobody to talk to. You can't, there's, well, actually, there is. If you go to Facebook ads, if you act like you're going to put an ad on Facebook, you can actually talk to a real person. So, but I can't even get to that now that I'm kicked off. So, it's funny. I called my parents after today's show with Andy. They actually had called me while I was on the phone or having the show with Andy, but I couldn't answer. And I called them immediately afterwards. What my mom wanted to tell me, my parents lived like an hour away. What my mom wanted to tell me is that they have these Valencia oranges that are ripe and ready for picking. She said they're falling off the tree. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll be down. So I'll be going down there tomorrow morning to pick a bunch of oranges to start juicing those oranges. And the timing is perfect with what Andy was talking about. If you guys haven't seen that interview that I did with Andy Monks, it is so uplifting. There's a bunch of us that are like all in 100% on fruits and juicing fruits. Fruitarian. I am so on board with that. Looking forward to that. Janine says, I have 5,000 friends. I also have an interview with a global ascension company. Can I support your page and how? Um, like I said, the best way to help is just to like share the articles with other people. I also have the Patreon page that people can join as well. That would help. And or buy some t-shirts because my income is going to go right into the shitter. But that's at n5d.net for the shirts if you see one that you like. I'm going to be making a bunch more here in the upcoming week. I just got a new shipment of shirts and I ran out of the 2XLs, so I'll be doing those soon. The Heart Warrior. We love you, Greg. Don't let them dull your shine. That applies to all of us. That's true. I mean, we're all in this, you know, when they do that to me, they do it to everyone. That's less information that's reaching people that I'm able to do. But like I said, if you guys can help out, help share these articles on your pages. Be funny if we were able to share it even more so without me on there, right? Up three's asking, what is the best juicer? I think I according to the medical intuit guy, I never could remember his name, but he said it was the TriBest, which is what I have. It's like a $500-600 juicer, but I was lucky and found it on eBay for like $130, and it was right down the road, like 25 minutes away. So it came the following day. He uses something different though. His juicer, He's got like a $1,200 juicer, and honestly, it seems like it does the same thing as mine, because mine, when the pulp comes out, it's bone dry, and that's what you want. You want something that's going to extract all the juice out of it. So for half the price, that's what I would go with. But he knows his stuff. So whatever he said, if you can afford that $1,200 juicer, get that. I don't remember the name. It began with an A. Might have been like Angel, or I don't remember. Indigo Moon. People thought I was crazy for taping up the camera on my phones and telling them to tape up theirs. Not just your phones either. I do that often with my internet, my laptops. Once I'm done here, put a Band-Aid over the camera. There's an article on N5D about how your TV can watch you. This technology's been out for a while. There's a patent on it. I have I'll put a link below after this video, but it shows you how that on any given newer TV, probably any smart TV, all they need is the size of like one tiny little pixel to put a camera in. That's it. You would never even notice it or see it on your TV. So yeah, Big Brother's all over the place. Terry saying, I was going to tell you earlier, I heard from Mark Z. Hopefully not. Oh, Mark Z. Okay. The crystal dude. Yeah. Not Mark Zuckerberg. Nothing crystal about him. There's supposed to be something really spiritually powerful about oranges and pineapples together. Okay. I love pineapples too. Jeannie saying, I got kicked off Facebook before Alex Jones. Anyone see the Super Bowl halftime show? J-Lo looking 21 when she's supposed to be 51. During the Super Bowl halftime show, I watched a little of it. I don't know. I have no idea who that first singer was, but what I noticed was how she was dressed in red, of course, the symbolism that was going on there, and that their dancers, they showed an overhead view. Their dancers formed what looked like an X. X in Greek is 10. Satan, 10. So, and then they had the fire and the flames and all that stuff. There was all sorts of Satanism kind of symbology going on once again. Wipe the surprise look off my face that there was that going on at a Super Bowl halftime show. But yeah, I saw enough of that crap and I'm like, screw it. And I turned over to the NFL Network and I watched some of their commentators just analyze the first half. That was much better than the crap that they were showing. Gans water, GANS. What is Gans water, Green Earth? According to what we learned earlier today, we don't even need water. If you're going to have any kind of water, the best water to have would be like coconut water. Yeah, I would watch the Puppy Bowl too. Heart Warrior. From what I understand, there was a lot of crotch grabbing once again. It's like that's a prerequisite to be on the Super Bowl show. You got to grab your crotch at least 30 times. Terry says she has a juicer from the 1950s. I used to have the first juicer I had was a Jack LaLanne, and it was horrible. I mean, it worked, but it wasn't that good. Uh, what it would do is extract most of the juice, and the pulp that came out afterwards was still loaded with juice. So you had to get something to strain the remaining juice out if you wanted to get all the juice. it, it's not worth it. Whatever they're charging, they're screwing you. It's worth getting something that's better, but if that's all you have, then it's better than nothing. So it's not going to discourage me, MK. I'm going to continue coming on here and doing what I do, and it's just a little bump in the road. Okay, so we'll get through this. Yeah, I love the Puppy Bowl. If it were up to me, that would be like on every channel. And wouldn't it be cool though? Once the cabal goes down and you actually can watch TV, and the news would give you uplifting news, because there's a ton of positive things that are going on that they might save for the last tidbit at the end, so you have a positive feeling psychologically about the crappy news that you had listened to for the first 29 minutes of the show. They'll try to finish up with something happy and positive. Oh yeah, now I feel great. No, I don't. Not with the crap they're telling us. It's all fear-laden BS. Now we have the coronavirus. Thanks, Bill Gates. Right? Facebook doesn't like our kind. No, they don't. They don't like people who question everything. They want people who are subservient and as far left as possible. Not to say I'm right. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I just want truth. And that's where I stand. I stand on the side of truth, love, and light, wherever that might be. And in the left right paradigm, that's where I am. It's probably somewhere in the middle. So I got this, looking at this also, this is something that, why does Facebook limit limit the use of certain features, and what are the limits? We have limits in place to prevent abuse of our features and to protect people from spam and harassment. For example, if someone is sending out a bunch of messages to people they aren't friends with, they may be warned or temporarily blocked from sending messages. So, okay, yeah. If someone's sending out a bunch of messages, I sent out 5 messages to people they aren't friends with. Well, no, they were my groups, and anyone that follows, obviously, I'm friends with. They may be warned or temporarily blocked from sending messages. Yeah, this goes a lot deeper than them just. So, yeah, I try to log in. You can't use Facebook right now. We're currently reviewing your submission. We're always looking out for the security of our community. So until then, you won't be able to use Facebook. Aw, thank you. They love me. Let's check out the Schumann resonance. Pretty inactive. Interesting. I'll look into the Ganswater. Honestly, I'm probably going to just continue with, I'm going to go 100% in on this fruitarian diet and coconut water, if anything. using coconut water for my smoothies. Give that a shot. Really looking forward to doing this. I've got a ton of fruit in my freezer that I bought fresh, and just I bought a lot of it when it was on sale. And I would freeze it in separate bags like blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, bananas. Zan Shears asking, is there a pole shift? I had an insight today. The poles are moving, but anyone that knows, I live on the Gulf Coast of Florida. I have no plans on going anywhere. Of course, I don't fear death. Wonder what your insight is, Zanshir. If you want, tell us about it. Hey, here, I'll post a link. You can come on and join me on Zoom and talk about it. Let me. There's a Zoom link. Lestiff 23 is saying your account Greg Prescott is still on Facebook. Yeah, that's my fan page, I think. But I don't think my personal page is. You would know if, for example, on my personal page, I posted pictures of my daughter and I wearing our Kansas City Chiefs jersey yesterday. That's not on my fan page. So if you see a picture of my daughter and I wearing Chiefs jerseys, then my page is still up somehow. Or it might just be up, in the cache, hasn't been cached yet, where it's no longer up. It's in your cache, but maybe they pulled it. I don't know. El Flatty, I've had enough supernatural experiences to know that death is an illusion. It is. It's absolutely nothing to fear. After having stage 3 cancer and a heart attack, I don't fear death. So Glenda's saying that my page is down. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, it'll get back up, and if it doesn't, which I honestly, my guts tell me it probably isn't. But if it does, great. If it doesn't, great. If it doesn't, though, I'm gonna need help from other people to help put out the word on Facebook, though. So if you're just tuning in, share whatever I'm posting on In5D on Facebook, even the links that I'm putting in these videos that I'm doing, because I'm listing a number of links from articles that I'm getting my information from that I've written. But you can repost those on Facebook as well. Flood, let's flood Facebook with In5D. Make them regret doing this. Thank you, Heart Warrior. Well, probably just leave it off right there, and let's who knows? Tomorrow morning, maybe that's a different day. Otherwise, please give me a little help on sharing these articles on your social networking pages. My hands are obviously tied at this point, and we do win. The light wins in the end. So, also, you know, if you find it in your hearts to do so, check out the shirts, or join me on Patreon. Stay in the loop there, definitely. But you know, this is how I basically survive. So either way, I appreciate any of it that you can do. And I'm not going to stop doing what I do just because things happen. Things are always going to happen, but it's not going to stop us from moving forward. So we're going to leave it off there. I'll probably be back tomorrow with after I go to my parents' house and pick up a bunch of yummy oranges, Valencia oranges. But maybe tomorrow evening we'll be back and do something. Haven't decided yet, but as you guys know, it's usually spontaneous. I do try to give like at least half an hour. The only thing I can tell you definitely that's going on is a week from today is Andy will be coming back at noon. Until then, you know, it'd be nice if I could give you more of a heads up, but you guys know me. I'm spontaneous, and it's that thing about making decisions, how it affects all these alternate timelines and parallel realities. You just got to make the right decision at the right time, which is why I wait for the last possible minute to do that. So, and thank you, Phil, for the super chat. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm probably, like I said, we'll be back on tomorrow after my parents' house, and hopefully that's like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. We'll figure out something cool to talk about. I appreciate you guys listening to me and being there for me. You know, we are all family, and this is not going to stop us from meeting here on YouTube and Zoom as well. So we're going to make it work. So until the next time, I'm sending you all infinite love and light. This is Greg from in5d.com. Namaste.